Hey everyone, either welcome back or welcome to my channel. And in today's video, it's actually time for my September update. So before I get too far into the video, time for the intro. At the start of September, I was able to get into the optometrist. If you guys have been around for a few months, you will know that I've been having trouble getting into the ophthalmologist because of the pandemic. I have now gotten an appointment scheduled with my ophthalmologist, but I'm very, very happy I went to this appointment. I actually am more happy that I went to this appointment because I don't know if I've told you this, but when I was dealing with double vision back originally, when I first started getting symptoms of what I now believe is IIH, I was given prism glasses to help with the double vision. They never did help me. Now that my eyes have gotten better because the IIH has been under control, I haven't been wearing my glasses. I don't during filming because all it does is reflect the light off of the ring light. So I haven't been wearing my glasses because of the fact that my glasses seem to be making the double vision worse, even though I have no double vision at all when I don't wear my glasses. So was wondering if it was a glasses problem. So I used this opportunity because I needed to get an eye appointment anyways for my neurologist to know how my eyes were doing so that they know kind of where to go next for treatment. I decided that I would get an optometrist appointment done at the same time because I was having trouble getting into the ophthalmologist. Plus, I needed to get these glasses looked at and figured out what was going on. So at this appointment, they did a bunch of different tests. They did all the tests that they normally do at the ophthalmologist, plus a few actually. So I had all the normal testing that I had done. So the peripheral vision testing, the testing of the pressure, the all of that comes along with the eye appointments that come with the checkups with IIH. One of the other things they did was they actually put dilation drops in and were checking my eyes for any other signs of problems. So that's one of the first times that I've had dilation drops put in since I was little. I actually had a lot of eye appointments when I was little. I was very, very young when I had a lazy eye. I think they had found it when I was 18 months old. Like, I was just a little toddler, and I had to do patching for most of my preschool years. I'm very, very familiar with the dilation drops, but it had been a while because they don't do them very frequently anymore. I was told that my eyes look really, really good and everything looks good, so I was relieved about that my eyes were doing really, really well. I'll get another checkup with my ophthalmologist next month. That was kind of the optometrist appointment. September is a really, really rough month for me usually. It's really, really a difficult month because I deal with the anniversary of my diagnosis. So that makes it really emotional. I deal with the fact that fall is coming. That's been made a little bit more difficult this year. I'm going to explain why in a minute. This particular month has been particularly stressful. I really, really wonder if the main reason why I'm having trouble with this particular September is because of the whole thing about the fact that winter is coming and the fact that I'm not gonna be able to get out sometimes, and I'm not sure when I'm gonna be able to get out. Getting out onto the trails is good in some ways because it's another way to stay active. I've had a lot of stress this past month. I still don't know why. I actually talked about this issue when I talked about how my meditation has kind of been helping me through this, and I noticed a lot more stress this month. Now, I've been doing absolutely everything I can to number one, stay away from the news, trying to limit the amount of social media that I'm on. Fall has me nervous for winter, particularly this year, because when I'm not getting out onto the trails, I'm not really getting out of the house all that much because of limiting my contacts due to the pandemic. The number one reason why this is happening is because I have immunocompromised family members that I live with, but also when I get a mild illness, it is not usually all that mild. So I did a video last year of when I had a cold with IIH. It was the first cold I ever had, so I wanted to talk about it. I actually ended up filming a little bit while I was still getting over it. It was not as mild as what a cold normally is for me. Now, this one did seem to be a little bit worse. It did go to my chest. The one night, it was really, really badly in my sinuses, and getting sinus blockages with IIH is not a recommended experience. That's one of the only times I have ever had headaches, actually, is when my sinuses get plugged up. And it usually only happens when I get a cold. So, with chronic illness, I've talked about this when I talked about the isolation with chronic illness. I talked a little bit about the pandemic and how it's affected those of us with IIH also in the past couple of months. So, because of coronavirus and the pandemic, I'm not getting out as much as I normally do. So, this means that I'm not getting out for doctor's appointments and all of that because they're either A, getting canceled, B, getting postponed, or C, they're happening via telemedicine. Now, I've talked about the issues around this in previous videos, so I'm not going to get too much into detail. I'm happy that I have the trails to get out to, but with fall now and the fact that, it could dip in temperature at any time, I think a lot of the stress comes along with, okay, how long is winter going to be? How cold is it going to be? If it's snowy, it's not that really big of a deal. It just matters how cold it is, and it matters how long it is. And we have to be inside a lot more in the winter. It gets darker that much sooner. Like, you feel it now. I think it's a hard time of year for me anyways, just because the thought of winter is coming. If you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below. If you made it this far in the video, don't forget to subscribe. Click that notification bell. Turn your notifications to all. Don't forget to like this video. If you're watching this on Facebook or Instagram, be sure to like and follow. And as for now, that's it for today. Bye, everyone.